I think Crayon does a great job of surfacing information and insights from our market that allow our RMs to like surprise and delight. And one of the biggest compliments we get is our people, because they're just really smart and they're great to work with. And so anything that product marketing can do to help push that differentiator forward, using tools like Crayon, we're going to do it because it just makes the experience even better and keeps our renewal so high. When I think about what sales needs and how they operate, if it's not in front of them, I said it with so much love, they're not going to think about it. They need the information quick, fast, accurate, so they can go and they can do, because time is very important. I think I'd argue with CS, right? Like time is very important too. And I don't want them to have to go to yet another tool to then digest the information, get all that stuff out. But they were in Salesforce. And so ARMS just actually got access into Salesforce. Now it's our source of truth. And so putting it somewhere that people are in and day out, or at least once a week, makes it easier for them to go and do it. I appreciate the rapport that we have built with the RM org, we as in product marketing. They're not afraid to say the thing, and I appreciate that because I'm not day in day out with customers. They are.
It got us to adopt similar messaging, similar word choices that are landing with the buyer at the inception, and then also with our current buyer, like that has already bought the product, they're already invested. We need to keep delivering that vision and value all throughout the customer journey. We're all going to put in our own flair, but like having a simple way that we can communicate, again, a product or feature set, it makes it easier across the board. It helps us do more with our time, think a little bit less. Like we're thinking very critically every day, but it takes a little bit of effort away from us when we can go into something and, again, not have to reinvent the wheel. I don't have to build my own information on gamification. I don't have to do all this. It's provided in a tool that helps us. I did pull up a battle card recently with a customer that's coming up for renewal. In my opinion, we have a great relationship, but one part of their business was unhappy, right? And so she told me flat out, like, we were being told to look at other competitors. And in that moment, opened Crayon, had it open. She asked me specific questions. I used Command Find, went through each of them, and I was able to address each of her questions, concerns, and then give her some more. I even gave her questions to ask the competitor, because I was like, oh, you should ask about this, this, and this. Like, I know you well, and I know that they don't have this. I didn't tell her that, but these are the questions that I recommend you ask. I felt tremendously confident in that moment. I wouldn't have had that before. I would have fumbled. I would have not known, right? I wouldn't have had this a year ago. I would have been like, oh, let me check on that and I'll get back to you, So I think in the moment, in the flow, and being very confident in what I'm giving the customer, again, just shows we're listening to what the industry is doing. We know what our competitors are doing. I know you as my customer, and here's how I would approach, a conversation with that group. I don't have to panic and think about what I'm doing. The situation has come up and I'm able to immediately go into the tool that I have that will help me be successful there. If I'm being honest, there aren't many other tools that I use that give me that instant gratification. It's organized the same for every battle card. Again, consistency, easy. I don't have to jump around and I don't have to scour through endless pages of information. It's available by maybe 1 or 2 clicks. So again, kudos to you for setting that up.
I value consistency. I value a repeatable process, especially if it has to be something that's one to many. And so it made me really happy to hear you say that.
Having such a quick and easy reaction to trying to defend our product made me just want to invest more time in knowing all of this the back of my hand, right? Continuously learning, pulling nuggets, because it felt so good. It felt so powerful in that moment to just have all the answers at my fingertips without having to go and research.
I think CI, specifically Crayon, to be the lifeline of our business, right? Like it is the lifeblood of our company. Talking about competitors is never a bad thing. We're talking about the market, and like you can't serve everybody. You shouldn't try to, but I think it's just a way for us to have industry conversations to make ourselves, lack of a better term, like Daft Punk, better, faster, stronger. And so that's what I would see as the future of Crayon at Intellum, like a lifeline, lifeblood.